Welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Hattie D. Jamal.
And I'm Alex Livingston in for Curtis. All right, attention, listen up, music lovers. If you want to attend a great concert, guess what? You don't have to go very far.
Not at all. There are so many great acts coming to the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena, and Bill McConnell is the GM of HCA Global, the folks responsible for bringing all these big stars here. Thank you so much for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so, I mean, there is so much happening. Tell us a little bit about the events that are coming.
Yeah, so what day is today? How do we keep track of where we are, right? You know, it's been...
It's a blur.
It's been so awesome. October has been terrific here at the sports complex and at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena. We had Guns N' Roses to start October, followed by Thomas Rhett. Last night we had Chris Stapleton. And so, you know, we're off to a great start.
And these are really big names.
They
That's
are.
Exciting.
It's huge.
And
It's
we
great.
got Elton John coming in. That's a name that's kind of been circulating all kind of throughout the media and around town.
Who knew the farewell tour was going to have Goodbye Yellow Brick Road twice in Jacksonville in a year? So it just goes to show you how awesome things are. But, you know, we've got Carrie Underwood coming in October, Post Malone coming, Jonas Brothers, Ariana Grande, Jimmy Buffett.
Very exciting.
Huge names.
Celine Dion.
Yeah.
I mean, the list goes on and on.
Now, Bill, these are huge names. How do you go about bringing them here to Jacksonville?
Well, the first thing is we have to do is make sure we keep track of it all on jacksevents.com, right? Because we're probably gonna gloss over some of the stuff that's coming that we just won't mention here. But you know, it's a testimony to the market, really. The more Jacksonville continues to show itself as a viable market, with people who live here that will come out to these events, and those that will travel to Jacksonville, you know, we're going to keep getting them. Now, you can't just pull them off the shelf. We have a great team at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena with Zane Collins and his team, and so you take the local connections that we have with our operation in Jacksonville, and you marry that with our corporate connections. It creates a pipeline that puts Jacksonville on the map. So
that's exciting stuff.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, and it's funny because, you know, a lot of times you often hear people are like, oh, well, Jacksonville's not like a major city, but you could not feel that if you're here with all that goes on. And you guys manage a few different venues, right? Because it's happening all over town.
So there's no question it's a competitive environment. So the city of Jacksonville owns TIA Bank Field, ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena, the baseball grounds in Jacksonville, the Times Union Center for the Performing Arts, the Prime Osborne Convention Center, the Ritz Theater. And so they hire us as the private facility manager. And so we have the great role of trying to create programming and bring programming into those venues. But it's a competitive environment. We're not Tampa, we're not Orlando, we're not Miami, we're not Atlanta.
And we're not trying to be.
Well, but I think we are. It's a city on the rise. All right. And so Jacksonville always has something to prove. And when we're able to, not just us as the venue managers, but the city and the community to be able to support these kinds of events, they're going to keep coming.
Yeah. And so does that make it a little bit easier then? Because I'm noticing that you have a wide range, a whole spectrum of acts that are coming here. How hard is it or easy is it to get them to come here since we are in such a competitive market?
Well, it's a business.
Yeah.
And so when these artists and the promoters are partners with Live Nation and AEG and others, when they realize that a stop in Jacksonville is going to be beneficial for them and for their artists, then we'll continue to be that pipeline.
Yeah. Now we've touched a lot on musical acts, and that's not the only thing that you guys actually, you know, dip your hands in. There's Florida, Georgia, which is huge here.
Well, and of course it's perhaps the biggest event that this community has. But even look at this weekend. You've got the Icemen starting. They're opening at the arena on Saturday. You've got the NFL Jaguars 25-year Legends Gala at the Prime Osborne, and then we've got the Jaguars on Sunday with Minshew Mania and Jalen Ramsey playing. Okay, so that's all before Florida, Georgia. But Florida, Georgia is going to, it's going to be better than ever, and the energy that the city has behind trying to lift that game up to be not just about the game, but about the events surrounding the game is going to be awesome. And you're going to see that this year more than ever before, particularly with the landing being out of commission. The sports complex is going to be the place to be on Friday. And so, you've got starting at 1 o'clock on Friday. There's going to be a fan fair, which is a family event in the Flex Field, Daly's Place Flex Field. You're going to have a Hall of Fame exhibit in the amphitheater. You're going to have a block party. The streets are going to be closed off, so you're going to have musical stages, food and beverage, and all of that. And then it leads into Friday night with a Florida-Georgia exhibition baseball game.
Oh, wow.
At the baseball grounds.
So it's like just make your list of weekend events.
Well,
check them off the list.
So traditionally, the Landing has been a place where people have congregated. This year, you're going to come to the sports complex.
Definitely.
And so, and I just have to finish. So you've got the baseball game, followed by Brett Young and Chase Rice concert with fireworks to follow. And the baseball game and the concert's $15.
Yeah.
Everything else, the block party, the fan fair, the Hall of Fame, all of that's free.
I love it.
So
very affordable.
It just shows you what Jacksonville is trying to do to show that it can be and is a big event city.
That's great news. Thank you so much for stopping by with all this information.
That's it?
Yeah, it went like
Wait a second, I told you, jacksevents.com, you got to keep track.
Yeah.
We had the Rolling Stones, Lynyrd Skynyrd concert before, and more to come.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Bill. We appreciate it again. You can find all this great information on our website, firstcoastliving.net.